Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, Sandy Toe Tarot. My name is Laura. I'm very happy to be with you guys today. I'm here to do the weekly readings for September 27th through October 3rd. We are still in Libra season, and Libra season, first of all, ushers in fall, which is just a really, really nice time of year. But in Libra season, we're all pretty, we're kind of looking for balance and harmony in our lives. So that's kind of the gift from the Libras. They are all about balance, and they're very able to weigh all sides of a situation. So that's one of the good things about the Libras, and they give that to all of us whenever we enter Libra season. So I am going to do a tarot reading for all of the signs, all 12 signs again this week, and I'll do it through 4 videos. I'll do the fire signs, the air signs, the water signs, and the earth signs. And so if you're unsure what element your particular sign falls into, you can look in the description box below each video, and I'll have the 3 signs that fall under there and the timestamps for when that reading starts. As always, if you do like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. It helps the channel. If you have not subscribed, please feel free to do so and hit that bell so you'll be notified when I upload a new video. I'm not going to waste too much time today. I do have some new cards, and I'm very excited about kind of digging into them and using them this week. Just wanted to change it up a little bit. So please keep in mind that these readings are very general, so they may not resonate with you, and if they don't, that's fine. Just click off of it. It's meant for somebody else. But if you are interested in a personal reading, you can go to sandytoetarot.com, and you can find out what kind of readings are available and how to reach me there. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started, and since we are in Libra season, I will start with the air signs this week. I will see you at the timestamp for your particular zodiac sign. Welcome back, Taurus. These are going to be your messages for September 27th through October 3rd. I always choose a crystal for when I start a reading for a particular sign, and today for you guys, I chose the brown jasper. It's a very earthy kind of stone. It promotes ecological awareness as well as grounding. It helps you ground to the earth. It brings stability and balance. And it can also dissolve fear, anger, and panic. So the brown jasper is really cool. In case you want to get some of that and put it in your pocket or your purse. Actually, I think they say you don't put it in your purse. You need to keep it close to your body, I think is what they say for it to work. I'm not sure. There's so much still I don't know, you know. But I'm learning every day, and that's the good part. All right. For the earth signs, I am using the Herbal Tarot. Aries, King of Wands. So let's see what kind. I'm going to pull 3 of these, and then I'll clarify if I need to, and I will pull Oracle at the end for just like a final message. Okay, so what's coming up for Taurus this week? What messages do you have for Taurus? Suspended person. Taurus. So that was 3. I like it. 8 of Cups. And the Empress. That's beautiful. Do you have some Sagittarius in your chart? If you do, if you have like a rising Sagittarius, rising sign, ascendant in Sagittarius, or a moon sign in Sagittarius, go check out that reading. This is looking a little bit similar. All right, let's take a look at this suspended person. It corresponds to the Hanged Man in the Rider-Waite. It has the very same meaning. It is taking a time out to look at things from a different perspective. If you notice, the guy is hanging upside down in a tree, one leg roped to the trunk of the tree or a tree limb. It is very loose, so he could get down at any time that he would like to. Sometimes this is self-imposed, like you take a time out, you suspend activity to take a time out and look at things from a different perspective. Sometimes it is imposed by the universe, by the divine. Things are just at a standstill, and it gives you the opportunity to look at things from a different perspective. The Eight of Cups is the card of walking away, in this case, floating away, sailing away, boating away, whatever. Sailing away in search of that ninth cup. 8 cups is pretty good. You have a lot of abundance in your life. You have so much to be grateful for, but there's something that's just nagging at you, and it's called a soul nagging. It's like something that you want, that you feel like you need to be fulfilled in this life, just keeps knocking at your door. And this is the card of taking leave from your daily duties, your everyday life, from someone, from something, to go in search of that ninth cup, the soul calling. Now, this doesn't mean you're leaving your family to do that. It just means your soul is calling you to do something else. The message, another message for this card is you need to do it. If your family loves you, and you know they do, they will support you in your activities because they know you need to do this for your soul. And the outcome card is the Empress. What is better than that? This is beautiful. The Empress is the sum of all queens, the Earth Mother, the living in abundance, being totally connected to the earth and to the world. Living in abundance, complete, even living in luxury. Whatever abundance is for you, this Empress is living in that. It can be the card of birth. Well, it is the card of birth, for sure. But it can be the card of a literal birth, like having a child. But it can also be the card of giving birth to a creative idea, which I think is this. I think your soul is calling you to pursue a creative idea that you have maybe had for a long time, and it just keeps calling you. Something you've known that you should, like you've known all your life that you're creative and you should paint. You've never picked up a paintbrush in your life. You're going to take some lessons. You're going to do some art classes. It's a soul mission. You're on a soul mission. And you will pursue it, and it becomes the birth of a creative idea. And for some of you, it will actually be, your soul is calling you to be a mother. Like you really want to have a baby. You're deciding that you're going to do that, however that is. With or without a man these days, right? So when you read a 3-card spread, this is kind of the recent past, or what has brought us to this situation. This is kind of the present, which this is a reading for September 27th through October 3rd. So this would be happening now. And then this is a possible outcome or the near future. So where we're at is in a place of a little bit of a standstill, time out, to look at things from a different perspective. This week, through this time out, you've come to some realizations. One of them is that something that your soul desires is missing from your life. So you are going out in search of that ninth cup. For some of you, it's going to be a creative idea. For all of you, it's a soul calling, whatever that is to you. For some of you, it's going to be a creative idea that you're giving birth to. For some of you, it's going to be actually you decided that you want to have a child, so you will be giving birth. For some of you, it's something completely different. But it's something that your soul is calling to you to do. Maybe you know that you've always wanted to work for the Peace Corps. You're going out to do that. I feel like it's something that maybe at one time, because you were kind of caught up in making a living, it's something that at one time you thought wasn't very practical as an occupation. Well, maybe it's not still practical as an occupation, but it's one of those things that you have to do for your soul. So if you've always wanted to take piano lessons, you're probably not going to be a piano virtuoso if you're 60 years old and you've been putting off taking those piano lessons your whole life. But you have to do it. So it's some creative endeavor, it's some soul calling. Maybe you've always wanted to be a woodworker and create things from wood. So it's just going to be so many different things. It's your thing, whatever your thing is. You're going out in pursuit of it, and it's going to bring you a feeling of abundance. That's what this card means, literally. The Empress is a very abundant Earth Mother, you know, just having everything, having it all. Okay, so I'm going to get an oracle card for you guys. Since you're going out in pursuit of a dream, let's get a Sacred Traveler oracle for the Tauruses. What final message do we have for the Tauruses? Not a final message, that's a bunch of messages. Okay, what do we have for Taurus? Let's see. For the final message, what do we want Taurus to know? Mystic Healer. Healing energy flows through you. That's beautiful. Okay, the Sacred Traveler wants you to know there are times when the traveler steps off the path to search for the Mystic Healer. The healer instructs that everything in nature has the intrinsic ability to restore itself and reminds you that you also have this powerful ability within you. For healing to occur on the outside, it's essential for healing to occur in the inner planes. To do this, meditate by visualizing a beautiful, vital future for yourself and trust that recovery is on the way. Past life issues may be emerging in order to be released. Mystic healers are working with you to resolve emotional and physical challenges. Be patient and have faith that beneath the surface all is well. Okay, so you're going within. Taking a step off the path, go in and heal. And figure out how to make your soul whole. I don't know how I feel right now. I feel something. I feel a calmness. So I feel like that's what's coming to you guys this week. Just a calmness. Healing power is coming to you and helping you go within to find your soul purpose or to discover that thing that's been calling you. And then you go out into the world and you do it. I feel a calm here. So I think you're in a good place. Things will start moving forward. You're gaining perspective. Okay, that's all I have for my Tauruses. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of light and love. Namaste. Welcome back, Virgos. These are going to be your messages for September 27th through October 3rd. So I'm using the Herbal Tarot by Tierra and Candis. what is that? Knight of Swords. By Michael Tierra and Candis Cantin for the earth signs this week. I always pick a stone for the sign before I start reading, and for the Virgos I got a malachite. And that's kind of, appropriate because the malachite kind of represents the healing green of nature. So it promotes healing, peace, and balance. It also enhances wisdom and intuition, and it brings abundance and good fortune. So the malachite is a pretty good, cool stone if you want to get one to carry around with you. Okay, so I'm going to pull 3 of the Herbal Tarot. Then I will clarify if I need to. And at the end, I will pull an Oracle card just to kind of get some last words of wisdom from Spirit. Woo, that was more than 3, wasn't it? We're going to go ahead and take them. They popped out, we'll take them. All right, for Virgos, we got the King of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles, the 6 of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Page of Pentacles. Jesus, y'all. Could this be more earthy? Okay, so the Pentacles do represent the earth signs. So you guys are in your element this week for sure. There is a lot going on here financially, money, and it is all good. I will tell you that. All right, so when you do a 3-card spread, I'm looking at this like a 3-card spread because I wanted 3 cards. I got 6. I just put them together. So we're going to look at these together like this. This represents the past or the recent past or what has brought us to this situation right now. This represents the present, which would be, we're doing a reading for September 27th through October 3rd. So that would be the present. This represents a likely outcome for the reading or the near future. Okay, so the King of Pentacles is my card for Gemini. So maybe a Gemini plays a part in like what has happened in the recent past or what brings us to this place. But with all these Pentacles, I'm kind of thinking it's more about the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is an older gentleman. He has everything that he I'm sorry, let me start off again. So the King of Pentacles is like the material king. He's like the finance guy. He has a lot of money and he's really good with money. So maybe he's a banker, maybe he's investment banker, maybe he's an actuary. He's just good with finance. He also has everything that he needs material in the material world. So he's good at figuring out how to do that, and he's good at teaching other people how to do that. Could be houses, he's just good with material stuff. He's a very practical king, very stable, very practical, just like the earth signs. They're grounded, practical, and stable. So the King of Pentacles is also that way. This can represent being in your element because you are an air sign or an earth sign. And the King of Pentacles is showing up in your reading. It could mean that you have reached the pinnacle, the king is the highest, right, of this sign of the Pentacles. You have reached did I just say the pinnacle of the Pentacles? You've reached the highest realm that you can go with this sign. You've mastered it. That's what I'm trying to say. You've mastered the material world. The Knight of Pentacles is Some Knights are always bringing things into your life, potentiality for sure, but sometimes actual physical things. The Knight of Pentacles brings something in the way of money, a new job, actual money, a new house, something in the material realm is entering your life when the Nine of Pentacles shows up in your reading. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving Knight, so this kind of represents slow and steady progress. It's not going to be fast. So this is what has brought us to this, and I kind of feel like this is just saying maybe some job came into your life or some finances came into your life that you've been a very good steward of, is what I'm saying. Like you've mastered how to deal with this money that you had. So that brings us to this, which is where we're at this week. And the major arcana that you got here is the Fool card. That's taking a leap of faith and stepping out into the unknown. You don't know where you're going. You don't know how it's going to turn out. You're not taking anybody with you. You're going it alone. Sometimes this Fool has a companion, like a dog or something. This one doesn't. This is just completely going it alone. He has nothing but a pack on his back and carrying a rose, which to me represents hope that this endeavor will turn out well, but it's a leap of faith because you do not know. The Eight of Pentacles is the card of apprenticeship. It is a card of sometimes education in the field that you want to make money in, but mostly it's a card of working at something that you love and loving it so much, being so focused on the thing that you love. He's very focused on this pentacle right here. So focused on that just for the sheer pleasure of it that the money just stacks up. The money just comes in. So I think what is happening this week is you have a new money-making idea. You have a new money-making venture. It's a total leap of faith. It's not the tried and true, the slow and steady, how you have learned how to make money and how to deal with money and how to, be a good steward of money. It's not that. It's something almost completely wild for a Virgo, for an earth sign that's practical and stable. It's something you love. It's a passion that you love. It's maybe something creative, some art form, some hobby that you have, that you love it so much, you want to spend time doing that. That's what you want to spend your time on. Now this card does promise that because it offers something to the world, this thing that you love so much that you get lost in it. Anything like that is going to have value. It has value for your soul. It will have value for the world too. You're not even paying attention to the money. You're paying attention to loving it so much. But it does bring money, but you don't know that. When you step out on this leap of faith and say, I'm going to pursue this hobby. I'm going to pursue this creative endeavor. I'm going to pursue art. I'm going to pursue music. I'm going to pursue theater. I'm going to pursue something so totally frivolous that feeds my soul, that I love so much. It seems unwise to people on the outside. They think you're a fool. Seriously? You got all this. You know how to do all this. You're so stable and so practical. You're going to go out and weave baskets? Come on. That's what the rest of the world is saying, but you're saying, yes, I am. Oh, yes, I am. I'm going out into the world and I'm going to weave baskets because it makes me happy. Woo! Virgo. Okay. So over here in the outcome side, it's good. This is either like the outcome for this reading or it's what's coming up in the near future. I feel like it's an outcome. It's a victory card. This is a card of victory. He's riding into town with his wand held high. A lot of times it has a laurel wreath on it. This one doesn't, but he's victorious. Imagine the town people coming all around and cheering him because he's won. He did something. It was a huge feat, and he did it. And I kind of read. I don't know that anybody else reads this card this way, but I kind of feel this way. With all those town people cheering him on, he kind of did something, whatever he did, that helps the whole village. It's not, he won, and it's a victory, and it's solid. It makes him feel good, right? He's victorious, but also the village is proud of him too. So he did something that helps people in some way. The Page of Pentacles, it is my card for Capricorn, which is a sister sign for you guys. Grounded, practical, stable. But it is also, pages are also offering things in the material world. Not like an ace, which is offering you a new beginning from the hand of God. The pages are offering you a new beginning from the material world, out in the world. So pages are offering you something in the way of money. It may be money. It may be a message comes in. Pages are also messengers about how you can get the financial support that you need to pursue this endeavor. Whatever this endeavor it is, it's going to make you victorious, and it's going to help the whole village. But it does have something to do with money. So maybe a Capricorn can help you with this venture. But whatever it is that you guys have decided, I'm going to pursue this just because I love it, just because it feeds my soul. It turns out okay. A-okay. You're taking a risk here, and it's going to pay off. And in the end, you win. You win because not only can you make money at it, but you're also doing something that you love. Not too shabby, my Virgos, not too shabby. Okay. Since there's too much material stuff over here, I hate to say too much, but there's a lot of that. I'm gonna get a fun oracle. I like these Sedona oracles. I think they're kind of fun. So let's get some final words of wisdom for our Virgo friends. What words of wisdom do you have for the Virgo? What words of wisdom do you have for Virgo? I like this for you guys. Lizard, the unexpected. From tiny on up, lizards can be too fast for the eye to catch more than a quick blur, or they can be so still they are invisible. So watch your step and look closely. Now you see me, now you don't. Things may happen quickly and unexpectedly. They may be there all along, unnoticed until they move quickly into your line of vision. Oof. Okay. I like this quick moving energy for the Virgos. Taking a leap. Maybe getting a message that says it's a go, and that's unexpected. But expect the unexpected. Something's happening. You're gonna take a leap this week into the unknown. It's very exciting. Okay, so that's all I have for my Virgos. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of light and love. Namaste. Welcome back, Capricorns. These are going to be your messages for September 27th through October 3rd. Before I do a reading for each sign, I pull a stone or a quartz crystal, stone, whatever. I think they're crystals mostly. Just to get the energy for the sign and, you know, provide a little extra message. But I pulled for you guys the black tourmaline. It is a grounding stone, so it's appropriate for Capricorn, but it also releases negativity and provides protection. It is used by a lot of spiritualists whenever they're doing their work connecting with spirit. So it's a great, great stone for that. It's a black tourmaline if you want to get one and carry it on you. Provides protection. So I'm going to pull 3 cards from the Herbal Tarot, which is my favorite set of cards for earth signs. I love the earthiness of them, the herbs and the earth and all that stuff, planting and growing and that kind of stuff. I have herbs myself, actually. I love them. I just replanted because I lost them in the summer. So it gets very hot here. Okay, so I'll pull 3 cards from the Herbal Tarot. I will pull clarifiers if I need them, and I will pull an oracle at the end just to sum it all up or to provide some additional words of wisdom from Spirit. Okay, so what do we have for Capricorn this week? What's coming up? 3 cards, please. One more for Capricorn. I said 1. That's a lot of cards. I don't even know what to do with those. Okay, 1 more for Capricorn, please. And can I get 1 for the King of Wands? And 1 for the Queen of Cups. Okay, I'll tell you why I did that here in a minute, but when you do a 3-card spread, you're kind of looking at, this is what brings us to the present situation, or this is the recent past, this is where we are right now, this is the present, and this is the near future or a possible outcome for this reading. Okay, so these are people cards to me. Sometimes when you get people cards in your readings, that means these people might help you on your journey, or it means you need to embody or try to embody the characteristics of the personality traits for these people, or it means that you're embodying those personality traits at this time. The reason I don't like these for 3-card readings is because there's not enough action involved for me. I need to see what's happening. I need to see what's going on, what the energy is. So when I do get a people card, I will pull an additional card just for clarification. It will tell me if you just need to embody this, or it will tell me if it's a person that's going to help you in this or whatever. So I do get a clarifier on the people in a 3-card spread. So let's talk about these people. The King of Wands is for me an Aries, and the Aries is a fire sign, and those guys are passionate, enthusiastic, and interesting. They're not necessarily all that great at the relationships. They're kind of fiery. They kind of move around a lot. They're very adventurous. They're out in the world a lot, but they're just so fascinating. Here's the thing. If it's not an Aries, it can be an older gentleman who embodies those traits. He's very adventurous. He's very fun. He's very passionate. He's very enthusiastic. So with this coming up, with the 10 of Wands, and the 10 of Wands is the card of 10s are endings and beginnings at the same time, but it's a card of being a little bit exhausted. Like you have been carrying a lot of burdens, and from a lot of corners of the world. You've been carrying a lot of burdens from family. You've been carrying a lot of burdens from work. You've been carrying a lot of burdens, maybe from some social clubs that you're involved in. Maybe you belong to a organization or a church or something, but you're carrying too much, and you've been carrying it for a long time. Now, tens are endings and beginnings at the same time. So this is coming to an end, which is good, because this is not fun. Unfortunately, one of the messages of this card is you're not going to be able to just lay them down and walk away. You can't. They're your burdens. You've taken them on. You feel an obligation for them. So the only way out is through. You're going to have to finish it up. Okay, so that brings us to where we are this week. And this is kind of cool. So you got a Page of Wands, and the pages are always bringing something into your life. The Page of Wands particularly is the card of vitality and good news. So you may be getting a message this week that changes your circumstances and moves you out of this being overburdened situation. This guy has this one that he's picking up and taking off with. So it is a new adventure, but it's fun and it's exciting. It's not this, right? So again, pages are always bringing something into your life on the material level, and this is an exciting new adventure, is what it is. Venture or adventure. The Queen of Cups is the sign for Scorpio. It's my card for Scorpio. Cups are water signs, so they're very observant, mysterious, and emotional. If it is not a Scorpio, then this card represents an older woman who is very emotional, very in touch with her emotions, and leads with her heart on her sleeve. Children love this queen because she is just so open emotionally and loving and giving, and kids really, really respond to that openness of heart. She's probably the kindergarten teacher, you know. Now, I will say this about the Scorpio. They do have that scorpion sting. They take a lot. They really do. And they just let everything flow. That's part of being a water sign, just flowing along and going with the flow. But if they get too much, they sting pretty hard. Okay, so this is where we are this week, and then this is the possible outcome or the near future. The Four of Pentacles talks about finances, and it talks about having everything that you need financially. It's talking about having a very solid foundation beneath you and being security, financial security, like food, clothing, shelter. Everything that you need to survive, you have it. So not to worry. So kind of to sum all that up, I think you're at a place where you have been overburdened with a lot of things. Older gentleman, maybe you're taking care of an older father that's sick or something. Maybe this is your boss who's burdening you down. That's kind of sexist. I don't know why I say. It may be an Aries female boss, or it may be a older male boss that's kind of weighing you down with responsibilities. But what we're moving into this week is, first of all, being in more of a heart space, opening up to the emotional life. Stop being so weighed down. You are realizing that the people around you are way more important than these burdens. You have to be whole and healthy and happy yourself. Maybe a Scorpio comes in to help you discover that. Maybe an older woman who is kind and considerate and loving can help you realize that this week. And the good news is you get some good news about some new venture that is going to be way more exciting than the drudgery. It's going to take you out of this drudgery. It's a new beginning. It is an exciting adventure. And for whatever reason, this new venture is going to lead to some financial stability. And that's probably going to be different for all of you. Maybe this new adventure and this good news is a new job. Maybe for some of you. I don't necessarily feel that, but whatever it is, it brings you a solid foundation. Since you're going out on this venture, I'm going to pull a Sacred Traveler Oracle for you guys to kind of finish up this reading. For the Capricorns, what do my Capricorns need to know? Final words of wisdom can you give me for the Capricorns? What's coming up, Capricorns? Impasse. Reflect and redirect your energy. Oh my God, that looks so fall, doesn't it? That squirrel gathering nuts, the gold in the trees. It looks like fall. We are in the fall season. Let's see what this says. You're at an impasse. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know if you reach an impasse in life, instead of protesting that it's unfair or unwarranted, change your course. Do it quickly and easily. Instead of focusing on what's not working, focus on what can work and what steps are needed to create a different outcome. This is a sign of a sage. The wise one views an obstacle, and if it's impossible, he immediately steps back and goes in a different direction. Therein dwells the sage's success. Whatever the obstacle in your life, you have learned what you needed to learn. Now back away and choose a different path. So I think some of you are choosing a different path. You don't want this anymore, so you're going out on a new venture. You're choosing a different path. Back away from this overburdened stuff, and move forward. And don't forget your heart. Your heart is important too. People, love. It's important. Okay, so that's all I have for the Capricorns this week. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of light and love. Namaste.